moment. Again, top 5 will go to the show, top 2 to the redraw, which will take place on the front straightaway. And those of you watching on Dirt Track Digest, there's your lineup for heat race number 1. It'll be Ryan Arbuthnot on the pole in the R70, the 21 of Andy Howard. Row 2, 7S of Shaun Shaw, 28 of Jordan McCreadie. Row 3, Jackson Gill in the 16, the 25 of Erick Rudolph. Row 4, Brianna Ladouceur in the 15B and the 3 of Chris Mackey. Final row, it is the 26 of Mike Mandigo and the 24 of Jordan Kelly. Wanted to send along our well wishes to Dirt Modified Northeast Hall of Famer Danny O'Brien, who is continuing to recuperate from injuries suffered in a testing accident at the Brockville Speedway this past Saturday night. Danny was testing a vintage modified and ran out of brakes going into turn 3 at Brockville and dug in and flipped violently. Currently in hospital getting a back brace fitted. He had pretty serious back injury there. So Danny is resting and recuperating in hospital, and hopefully will be home very shortly. Will be out for about 6 or 7 weeks or so as recuperation time once he gets his brace on. But wishing the best for Danny O'Brien. Of course, Danny, a lot of feature wins here at Can-Am, 37 in total, putting him 5th on the all-time win list here at Can-Am. Of course, those of you who want to buy the live racing action here at Can-Am for the John Burr Memorial and the Dirtcar 358 Modified Series, right there, $27.99, and this all could be yours. Buy it now. Still got time. 3 heat races to decide whether you want to do it or not. I suggest you do it. Set to go green. 8 laps is the distance. 5 to the show, 2 to the draw. Ryan Arbuthnot on point. Solid field for heat race number 1. 9 cars ready to go. 11 cars ready to go at the VP Racing Fuels making PowerPoint. Green lights are on and we're underway. As Ryan Arbuthnot steps into the lead as the 21 of Andy Howard right there to challenge him. Jordan McCreadie, the Glen Ridge track champion, picks up the 3 spot. Shaun Shaw back to 4th. Erick Rudolph going after Jackson Gill for the 5 spot as they worked into turns 3 and 4 and across the line for lap 1. Ryan Arbuthnot picked up his 3rd career 358 Modified Track Championship at the Brockville Speedway. Last Saturday night holds on to the lead. Another Dirtcar 358 Modified Track Champion at Glen Ridge. Jordan McCreadie right there behind him in the 2 spot, and McCreadie is going after the leader. Andy Howard still there for 3rd. Shaun Shaw 4th. Jackson Gill is 5th. Chris Mackey, Erick Rudolph out of transfer positions right now. Rudolph and Mackey going at it for the number 6 spot as they're all trying to catch Jackson Gill and Jordan Kelly off the pace on the back straightaway. The Black River native off the pace heading towards turn number 3, and he will get to pit road, so we will stay green as we work at lap number 3 of this 8-lap contest. Ryan Arbuthnot and Jordan McCreadie holding on to positions 1 and 2. The battle for 3rd shaping up to be a good one. Andy Howard just put the move on Shaun Shaw. He'll go to the 3 spot. Shaw back to 4th. Jackson Gill now 5th. Speed shot right there in your living room on Dirt Track Digest. Why would you not want to order this program tonight? You can get cars flying into your living room. Guys like Andy Howard, Shaun Shaw, those guys right there could be in your living room here tonight at Can-Am. In the meantime, Jordan McCreadie, he's trying to get the lead from Ryan Arbuthnot. He's been trying for the last couple of laps or so. Talked with Jordan earlier tonight. He sounded pretty confident going into the the qualifying portion of the program here at Can-Am. Holds on to the lead, or the number 2 spot rather. Feature winner back on July 28th. Working on Arbuthnot for the lead down the front straightaway. Your top 2 are pulling away. Shaun Shaw still there for 3rd with 2 laps left to go. Andy Howard 4th. The battle for the 5 spot is on. Erick Rudolph gets by Jackson Gill on the back straightaway. We'll see if he can stay in front of him. That's the final transfer spot. White flag in the air for Ryan Arbuthnot as McCreadie is right there to challenge him down into turn number 1 and 2. Arbuthnot and McCreadie, similar lines right there through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. Arbuthnot opens up on a 2-car length gap into turn number 3 and 4. McCreadie's going to go to the bottom. Arby's going to stick with the middle. Here they come. Drag race down to the line, side by side. It'll be Arbuthnot by a half-car length. Jordan McCreadie 2nd, Shaun Shaw 3rd, Andy Howard 4th, and Erick Rudolph gets into the show. He comes home 5th. Jackson Gill, Chris Mackey, Brianna Ladouceur, Mike Mandigo, and Aaron Jacobs will complete the rest of your field. So Ryan Arbuthnot. Ryan Arbuthnot gets the win. Jordan McCreadie almost had him at the line. Heat race number 2 ready to go next for the Dirtcar 358 Modified Series. Again, taking 5 to the show, top 2 to the redraw. It'll be defending series champion Dave Marcuccilli on the pole in the M1. The 35 of Mike Mahaney will join him. Row 2, it's Billy Dunn, the 49, 66, Carey Terrance. Row 3, Scott Webb in the 18, Jarrett Herbison, the 38J. Row 4, RJ Tresidder in the 21R, 74 Lucas Fuller. Final row, it's Nick Webb in the 27W with the 11S of Steve Lewis. 5 cars to the show, 2 to the redraw. Once again, want to welcome the good folks at OD Green Lumber and Hardware out of Adams and Sackett's Harbor. B&T Construction, FX Caprara Car Company's on hand with us here tonight as well. OD Green having some fun down there in the pavilion. Hopefully they're having a great time over there. They look like they are anyway. As the John Burr Memorial continues here at Can-Am, of course, be for the Dirtcar Sportsman Series later on, 5th edition of that event. Tyler Corcoran looking to go at it and get another one. Right now, Dave Marcuccilli trying to win this heat race. Off of turn number 4, the VP Racing Fuels making PowerPoint. Marcuccilli, great restart. He grabs the lead and we're underway. Marcuccilli into the lead. Mike Mahaney right there with him to second. Terrance powers by Billy Dunn to move up into spot number 3. Dunn still there for 4th. Watch Herbison going to the inside lane looking for the 5 spot around Scott Webb. And Herbison on the charge early on. He'll take the spot away as they complete lap number 1. Dave Marcuccilli out into the lead. Good battle there going on for the 2 spot. Mahaney has it. Terrance takes it away down the back straightaway. In the meantime, Billy Dunn trying to move into the 3 spot as Scott Webb retakes the 5 spot away from Jarrett Herbison, trying to sort out the top 5 spots as they bring it down across the line at lap number 2. 2 laps down in this 8-lap heat event for the Dirtcar 358 Modified Series, second of 4 on the evening. And Dave Marcuccilli and Carey Terrance 1 and 2. Mike Mahaney still there for 3rd. Billy Dunn trying to fend off Scott Webb for position number 4. Webb there for 5th. Then it's Jarrett Herbison, RJ Tresidder, Lucas Fuller, Nick Webb, and Steve Lewis completing your field. Down the back straightaway off of turn number 2. Carey Terrance looks like he's got a fast race car in that outside lane. He'll set it up through the bottom portion of turn 3 and 4. And Carey Terrance is on a mission here tonight on the back bumper of Marcuccilli down the front straightaway with 4 down and 4 to go. Terrance again, a great run through turns 1 and 2 on that high lane. Marcuccilli a little bit better through turn number 3 and 4, but Terrance has got a good car up on that high side. He'll stick it way out there, jumps over the cushion, allows Marcuccilli to get away with 3 laps left to go. Now Terrance will have to make up the difference in turns 1 and 2. He's got it back to within 3 car lengths down the back straightaway as we watch the battle for 3rd between Mike Mahaney and Billy Dunn. That's been going on for the last couple of laps or so. Mahaney down low along with Billy Dunn right there in his tire tracks. 2 to go for Dave Marcuccilli, however. Scott Webb still occupies the 5th and final transfer spot. As we watch the battle for 3rd off of turn number 2, Mahaney's got it. In the meantime, the battle for the lead is heating up once again. Marcuccilli has it by 2 car lengths. Carey Terrance will swing it wide off of turn number 4. White flag in the air. As the speed shot shows you how quick the Dirtcar 358s are here at Can-Am. Down the back straightaway, though, final time for Dave Marcuccilli. 4 car length advantage over Carey Terrance into turn number 3 and 4. Top 2 will go to the redraw. Dave Marcuccilli has the lead. Here comes Terrance, 1 bit off the corner. Won't happen. Marcuccilli for the win. Terrance to second. Mike Mahaney, Billy Dunn, Scott Webb, they're in the show. Jarrett Herbison, RJ Tresidder, Lucas Fuller, Scott Webb, or Nick Webb rather, and Steve Lewis. So Dave Marcuccilli goes to the redraw, and Carey Terrance will join him as heat race number 2 is in the record books. Looking to see what heat race number 3 will bring us. Another 8-lap qualifying heat race. Again, 5 to the show, 2 to the redraw for those playing the home game. Heat 3 of 4 for the Dirtcar 358 Modified Series. Again, top 5 to the show, 2 to the draw. The rest will go to one of the 2 last chance showdowns. And it is going to be Lance Willix, the newly crowned Hoosier Racing Tire Weekly Racing Series champion for the Dirtcar 358 division. He'll go from the pole in heat race number 1. He was fastest in the time trial session earlier today. Zach Payne will join him on the Stanley, New York in the 7Z. Row 2, Taylor Caprara in the 21C with Tyler Meeks in the 9. Row 3, Matt Williamson in the 6M on the St. Catharines along with Matt Woodruff in the 55. Row number 4, Ryan Bartlett in the 39, 36 of Dan Bichard. Row number 5, final row, CJ Castelletti in the 117, Dave Flanagan Jr. in the 74. Lance Willix, great season this year, 8 wins in 2023. Of course, he got 5 at Glen Ridge, 2 of them here at Can-Am. Also got 1 at the Airborne Speedway in Plattsburgh. Solid year for the man out of 3C, New York, and he also gets the Hoosier Racing Tire Weekly Racing Series title for the Dirtcar 358 Modifieds. Heat number 3, 8 laps the distance. Lance Willix and Zach Payne will lead him off at the VP Racing Fuels making PowerPoint. Willix on the gas, and we're underway. Willix jumps to the high side, jumps into the lead down the back straightaway. Taylor Caprara jumps to the 2 spot, into the final drop position already as Zach Payne in the 7. Getting chased by Tyler Meeks in the 9. Matt Williamson trying to get towards the front of the field as well as they click off lap number 1 of this 8-lap contest. Willix again running that outside lane. Ran the outside lane last week here at Can-Am and it nearly got him a feature win. But right now he's trying to fend off Taylor Caprara with Zach Payne just behind him in spot number 3. Tyler Meeks into 4th. Williamson on the high lane is going to lose a spot right now to the 39 of Ryan Bartlett into turn number 1. Williamson's going to go back downstairs on that inside lane, but Bartlett able to hold him off down the back straightaway. So Ryan Bartlett into a transfer spot. Williamson not in the show right now. Off of turn number 4, back down to the line. Well, Lance Willix in control. 3-car length advantage over Taylor Caprara, who went winless in 2023 so far here at Can-Am. Taylor picked up his first career win last season, one of the 4 first-time winners we had last year. Into turn number 3 and 4. Across the line this time by it's Willix and Caprara 1 and 2. Zach Payne there for 3rd, followed by Tyler Meeks into 4th. Ryan Bartlett completes the top 5 again. 5 drivers go to the feature event a little later on. Right now, Matt Williamson, CJ Castelletti, Matt Woodruff, Lucas Fuller, and Dan Bichard all not in the show as of yet as they work lap number 5 of this 8-lap contest. 3 laps left to go, and Lance Willix is on cruise control in that outside lane. The 3C Redemption Center machine holding on to the race lead. Sailing around the top of turns 3 and 4. He'll drop it down to the bottom off of turn number 4 and across the line. 2 to go for Lance Willix. Been a dominant run so far as the speed shot shows the battle for the number 5 position. Again, this is the transfer spot. Williamson running in 6th. Bartlett has the final spot to get into the show as the rest of the field is spread out. The top 3 have driven away from everyone. White flag in the air. Willix trying to hold on and win it, but the battle is on for this final transfer position. Ryan Bartlett has it. Williamson going to the high lane, looking for some momentum off of turn number 4, but in the meantime, Lance Willix, the newly crowned Hoosier Racing Tire Weekly Racing Series champion for the Dirtcar 358 Modifieds, wins heat race number 3. 2nd will go to Caprara. 3rd will be Zach Payne. 4th to Tyler Meeks. And Ryan Bartlett gets into the show. He'll get the 5th and final transfer position. How about this one? Matt Williamson not in the show. He comes home 6th. Matt Woodruff, CJ Castelletti, Lucas Fuller, and Dan Bichard. So that does it. Heat race number 3 is now in the record books. Heat race number 4 getting set to roll trackside in just a moment. So Lance Willix, Taylor Caprara into the redraw. As heat race number 4 rolls to the line will be Tim Fuller. On the pole, the number 19 with Matt Caprara. One of the first-time winners this year in the 29, row number 2, Felix Waugh in the 91, along with the 01 of Chris Raby. Row number 3, Dalton Slack in the 3RS, the 66W Derek Webb. Row 4, Preston Forbes, the 45R with the 5 of Amy Holland. Final row, Bob Henry in car number B2 and the 713 of Tommy Collins. Fourth and final heat for the Dirtcar 358 Modified Series, and then we'll come up for 3 heats of competition for the Sundance Leisure Thunder Cars. Looking to set tonight's field for the Ron White Memorial, the 9th running of that event for Sundance Leisure Thunder Cars. Right now, the VP Racing Fuels making PowerPoint. Track champion Tim Fuller will lead him to green. We're underway. And Fuller into the lead into turn number 1. Felix Waugh, the youngster, trying to get it away as we're getting them all knotted up on the back straightaway. Derek Webb got crossed up off the back straightaway. He's alongside of Tommy Collins now. He's got a long way to go. As a complete lap number 1, Fuller out in front, being chased by Felix Waugh and Matt Caprara as they work in turns 1 and 2. Fuller out to about a 4-car length advantage. The battle for the 2 spot is on. Felix Waugh has it. Matt Caprara right there with him to try to take it away into turn number 3. As they work off at turn number 4, Fuller in control. Waugh still second, battling with Caprara for third. Preston Forbes, Chris Raby. That's your top 5 right now as they make their way off at turn number 2 and down the back straightaway, watching the battle for the 2 spot. Again, top 2 will go to tonight's redraw, and Felix Waugh wants to hang on to that position with Matt Caprara there for third. Down across the line, lap number 3 up on the leaderboard. 5 laps left to go. As field's starting to spread out, looks like that outside lane is starting to come in just a little bit better in this one. As I'm watching the battle for positions 4 and 5, Preston Forbes has the 4 spot. Chris Raby, who picked up 3 track championships again this year, 2 of them under the Dirtcar banner at Drummond and Airborne. As they work on lap number 4, Raby rides in the 5 spot, 6 being contested between Dalton Slack and Amy Holland. Slack has the spot for now as they work in turn number 3 and 4 once again, and across the line, Tim Fuller well in command. St. Lawrence Radiology, GNR Auto Parts number 19, working down the back straightaway with a healthy lead. About 10 car lengths over Felix Waugh in the 91, the 29 of Matt Caprara there for third. As we work with 2 laps left to go, this time by Tim Fuller in command of it. 3 wins in 2023 on his way to his 3rd consecutive Whitesboro Plow Shop Dirtcar 358 Modified Track Championship at Can-Am. Holds the lead. 10 car lengths again, the spread between him and Felix Waugh, who holds second. Waugh has the final redraw position. White flag in the air for Tim Fuller. Yellow lights are on. Derek Webb shuts it down over in turn number 2. Yellow lights are on. With now 6 laps complete, according to the officials up here in the tower. 6 laps are complete. Amy Holland has dropped off the pace here in the front straightaway. The number 5 of Holland, who picked up her first career modified win at the Brewerton Speedway, took that very same small block to victory lane against the big blocks that night. Still looking for her first ever Dirtcar 358 modified win. Right now, Derek Webb, he dropped off the pace on the back straightaway. He's picked it back up, but Holland's sitting there over in the infield, and she'll get a push back to pit road. Tim Fuller, great season this year, as we mentioned. Solid year here at Can-Am. 3 wins. Won 2 Super Dirt Car Series races at Land of Legends, and of course picked up the second one at Brockville. As Holland gets pushed away, and she's just going to take it straight behind the pit wall, or the infield wall I should say. So tough break for the Fulton, New York native, but she'll try to come back for the one of 2 last chance showdowns later on. 6 laps is complete. 8 laps is the scheduled distance here tonight. Heat race number 4 of 4 for the Dirtcar 358 Modifieds on track. First of 3 heats in the Sundance Leisure Thunder Cars will be coming up next, looking to set tonight's field for the 9th annual Ron White Memorial A lot of great sponsors for the Ron White Memorial. We'll get into those a little later on as well. White flag is in the air. We will go green next time by. Tim Fuller, 8 wins on the season. 1 at the Track of Champions, 3 at Can-Am. Won the Track Championship, got 1 in Mohawk. Big block win at Land of Legends. Won the Decker Memorial at Thunder Mountain. Also picked up a Super Dirt Car Series win at Brockville this year. I'm looking for another one. Looking for his 8th Dirt Car 358 Modified Series win here at Can-Am. But Felix Waugh a tough customer. And a lot of success this year for the man out of Napierville, Quebec. Green lights are back on, and away we go. As they head up into turn number 1 and 2, Fuller again has the lead. Matt Caprara trying the slider on the 91 of Felix Waugh. Waugh not phased by it, goes back after him on the top side as they work through turns 3 and 4. Caprara on the bottom. He'll grab the 2 spot. Watch Preston Forbes try for a 3rd off the corner. And Preston Forbes getting into the mix now with a white flag in the air. All this happening behind Tim Fuller. He is checked out on the field. 5-car length advantage. Caprara now into a draw position. Felix Waugh, Preston Forbes, that's your top 4 at the moment. Raby into 5th. Checkered in the air. Tim Fuller will go to victory lane. Caprara goes to the redraw. Felix Waugh, Preston Forbes, Chris Raby, they're all in the show. Bob Henry from the back of the field.